So I'm going to change gears to get into the marketplace, okay? Because part of what we're talking about, remember, the first thing is we got to get a solution partner designation. The next one is we have to get an advanced specialization, and this is to maximize all your ROI. And the third one is this marketplace. Everyone's talking about marketplace. We've been hearing about for a while. The first thing I want to look at is there's two different theories here. There's one for infrastructure or biz apps partners, and then there's a different theory for the ISVs. Okay, so what it's meant to do is showcase your value to Microsoft sellers. Let's just cut the crap here. Don't expect any customers to find you this way. Okay, I'm giving you brass tacks. I don't work for Microsoft anymore, so I can say it this way. Don't expect any customers to come this way. It's just not going to happen, right? You need to have offers tied to your SPDs and advanced specialization. That's what's really important here. Don't put just a regular offer out there, right? And then you need to have 3 pieces of media. So remember, now for ISVs, a little bit different, okay? And this is actually what you have to do to qualify to get really into the program where Microsoft sellers are going to help you out. First, the idea is to not just publish that offer into the marketplace, but you need to get the offer what's called co-sell, IP co-sell ready and incentivized. Okay, what I mean by IP co-sell ready is after you create your initial offer in the marketplace for your app, right, that you want to sell, you're going to have to submit it to Microsoft. You're going to submit the actual application to Microsoft for them to do a review. After they do their audit and they do their review, then it becomes IP co-sell ready. Now I'm truncating a lot of steps to this, but the idea is to become IP co-sell ready. Now, when you hit a certain level of business that's running through the marketplace, then you become IP co-sell ready incentivized, which means Microsoft sellers will now get compensated for selling your actual product or your piece of software. Okay, that's what they do, right? Now, there's a cost to this, though. Okay, so there's a 3% cost to having your offer in the marketplace. So you have to think about that when you are looking at your margins. You have to think about that. Okay, I got to add 3%. To my offer to make sure I'm making up for the cost to run it through. Okay, now why is this important? Okay, for an ISV seller. Well, Microsoft has this thing, and why this is really kind of cool, called the MAC agreement. This is the Microsoft Azure Commitment. This is great for ISVs because if you have a product in the market that's an ISV product that is in the market that is IP co-sell ready, you can actually sell that to Bank of America, and they can use the portion of dollars that they haven't used in that commitment to pay for your application. It's beautiful. You don't have to find any extra budget. And in Partner Center, you can basically find, there's a super secret way that you can find if they have a MAC commitment or not. And then you can sell against that. Super, super important. Now, also, as an ISV, you want to get the attention of the Microsoft sellers, and frankly, you won't get it unless you're IP co-sell ready as well as incentivized. Now, so that the first thing and foremost is most important is co-sell deal registration. You actually have to go through Microsoft, and you have to actually start doing deal registration. Now, the way I look at creating a go-to-market motions is there's 3 different levels, okay, that you want to think about. The first level of go-to-market is you want to look at all your seller to seller. That's going to be your low-level, low-hanging fruit. Next is executive level meetings. So you want to have the first motion of, I want to get all my sellers. Then next one is, how do I get executive level meetings? How do I get meetings with their managers? How do I, and that's going to come with win wires. After you do seller to seller, you have to get like 2 or 3 win wires. You have to look for repeatable success to actually get to that next level. Now, the third, and I call it the Valhalla moment, the Valhalla level of engagement with Microsoft sellers is the STU, and that's a specialist team unit. If you can get to the STU is basically a combination of Microsoft executives that look at partners and their offerings and seeing which ones are repeatable over verticals. And if you got a lightning offer, you got a lightning product that's going to really help them drive ACR today or help them remove a roadblock, then you get to the STU. The STU evaluates who you are, and then what do? They put you in touch with all the right people. That is the Valhalla portion of working with Microsoft, and you want to get to there. Okay, what do the sellers want to see? I know we're coming up at that time. They want to see 3 pieces of collateral: a 1-pager, a PowerPoint, and an infographic. And it's all about what does it mean to them? Okay, what does it mean?